Radio Rahim with Fabio. Now, I only say Fabio because I'm an American, and that is like an iconic name when I was a really young kid. You know the history of the Fabio legend in America?
I don't know.
He was like this model with the long hair.
I do. The Italian model, long blonde hair. Yeah, I have seen him.
So, first of all, a name like that, Fabio, sounds like fabulous. Do you feel fabulous come Saturday night?
Yeah, I do at the moment on the run of wins that I'm on and the place I'm at with my career, and a lot of people gunning for me and calling me out. I feel like I'm in a really good place.
There's a lot that's been said about your successful Saturday night. If so, then what lies ahead of you? When you visualize what's happening in the next year, how does the trajectory of your career go?
Up. Look, don't get me wrong. I'm on the hunt for some good fights at the right time and when they can come. But at the moment, we're in a place where I'm going down my own path and I want to move and try and defend that British title a few times. It's such a prestigious title here in Britain that I want to have that on my record to say, you know what, I took the right route with that and went down the right way. And then come early next year, I want to push on and kick on for some big fights and big titles.
Looking at world title and global boxing, the contenders that exist, do you have your eye on somebody like one of the top guys that I'm ready for now?
There's no one really I ever hunt for. That's not my game. That's not really what I do. I hunt for the belts. So they're the kind of things I'm going for. So if you've got it, it's no disrespect, but I want it. I'm going to take it off your hands.
There's an American coming in on Saturday night, a little bit of short notice, but there's a couple of American versus Brit fights on Saturday. You see that rivalry as a part of this story come Saturday?
Yeah, it is. It's a bit of kind of one side versus the other. It's like that a lot quite through the board, but it's a good theme to have the fight because we're obviously two of the biggest boxing nations around. So we love our boxing. So when them two come together to put on a great fight, it always ends up being a great show.
I mean, you have a British title. Is it important for you to beat an American?
Yeah, I think. Just to kind of stamp me and give me that kind of 1-0 versus the USA. So, that's a bit of an extra weight on my shoulders for Saturday night.
Now, I know you haven't had a lot of time to prepare for Michael Coffie, so a week and a half. What does the game plan look like?
Same as we always do. Like we've put together, we've looked at Michael. Like I say, you haven't had particularly long, but we've seen kind of areas that he does consistently, and then obviously little mistakes and things he has as well. They're the things you pay attention to. And he's an awkward fighter. He switches, he moves, he changes his angles, and he kind of changes up his guards and the way he works. So it's going to be an interesting one on Saturday night. But I've got all the tools in my box to win.
And lastly, you're on a global stage, even though you're at home. Anthony Joshua fights will be seen all over the world. What do the fans who may see you for the first time come Saturday, what would you like for them to walk away from saying about Fabio?
Wow, I think wow, and that I was entertained, and that I'll definitely be tuning in next time because this sport is all about the fans, and especially in my last fight and in my last ones, I'm not in a boring fight. I'm here to put on a show. Like I say, sometimes against the kind of will of my trainers and stuff, who want me to box a bit more reserved and a bit more tactically, but sometimes I get stuck into a situation, but it's for the love of the sport and for the love of the fans.
That sounds like you're promising a center of the ring kind of bloody clash going Saturday.
Well, that's how my last one was, so maybe this one will end up the same as well.
And lastly, it's called New Dawn. What do you see for the trajectory of Anthony Joshua? Can he reclaim world titles?
He definitely can. He's got the ability, the skills, the backing, obviously with the team behind him. It's definitely doable. The question marks, I think, round are whether he still has the desire and still he wants to kick on and do those things. But I think Saturday's the night where we're going to see.
How long before we see you challenge for a world title?
Not too long. I think 18 months or so.
Radio Rahim with Fabio. Good luck. We'll see you Saturday night. And maybe in 18 months with a belt raised over your head. Radio Rahim, Fabio.